Hi, I'm Paul.
And I'm Andy.
And we are Twisted Rod Garage. Hey, this is Paul. This is my 2017 Ford F-350 one-ton dually four-wheel drive. Today we're going to be replacing the shocks, rear shocks, and front steering stabilizer. Alright, we're going to go ahead and jack up the front end and take off the front tire on the driver's side of the truck. We're doing this so you can see what we're working on better. It is not necessary to remove the front tires or to remove the tires at all to complete this job. We're just doing it so you can see what we're working on better. I'm going to go ahead and get started. We're going to jack up on jack points. I'm looking for the lower control arm here. And I'm going to go ahead and jack it up.
You want the tire just off the ground to be able to take the lug nuts off and the tire to spin freely.
Tire spins. We're going to go ahead and pull the lug nuts. This is a size 21 millimeter socket. Now sometimes the tire's not going to just fall off for you like that when you go to take it off. Sometimes you got to give it a little kick to break it free. We're just going to roll it out of the way. Alright, I'm going to use a 18 millimeter socket with our little 3/8 impact. And I'm going to go ahead and take it loose. I'm hoping I don't have to use a 21 millimeter backup. There's a tab on the nut that should hold it in place. Okay, and we're loose on the back. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and climb around to the top. Again, this is something we have the tools for. So we're going to do it from the top because it's easier and faster. But right in here is a 19 millimeter nut that you can get to with an end wrench and do all of your tightening as you go. I went ahead for video purposes. The socket's already on it with an extension. Just so we can get to it quicker to show you guys what we're doing to take everything loose. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish taking this top nut off now. We broke it loose and I'm going to pull it off. There's a washer and a polyurethane bushing on top and one underneath. You kind of got to put your hand around this inner fender here a little bit to get everything out. There goes the polyurethane bushing. And then I'll have to get a little pry bar and pry up down here at the bottom of the shock to raise it up and get the bottom bolt out. Alright, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and pull this bolt out of the shock here. That shock is now removed. All right, now we're going to go ahead and install this new shock. When you take this band off, it's going to want to expand. That's how they design it. So you're going to put the top in first, and then you're going to pull the bottom . Get it up close to in place. We'll go ahead and put our top bushing and washer on. And I'll go ahead and lightly install the nut. We'll tighten it down last once I have the bottom bolt in. Notice I put the tab on the back side again here so that it'll catch. We're going to grab our impact and our wobble joint and our 18mm socket and go ahead and tighten up this bottom bolt. Okay, the bottom bolt's tight. Now I'm going to come up here to the top and tighten the top bolt down as well. And this was a 19mm socket on the top. And the bolt we're tightening is right there. It's just easier to get to it from the top. Now I'm not trying to get this super tight. I just want to compress those bushings. Okay, as you can tell here, what we've done is we've turned the wheels as far to the right as possible. It just gives you a little more access to that bolt on the back side. We'll go ahead now. I'm going to put the wheel and tire back on this side, put it on the ground, and we'll move over to the passenger side. showing you here is that Bilstein includes this little piece of information on how to stack your bushings on your new shocks. So 18 millimeter backed up with a 21 wrench, 18 millimeter at the top. We've already taken those loose just to make this a little quicker process. We're going to go ahead and pull this one out. Wiggle the top because it's got a stiff rubber piece up there. Put the bolt and nut back up here. Okay, just putting a little pressure on the bottom of the shock. Gonna shove the bolt through, tighten everything up. That's how easy it is, fellas.
that's it.
That's it. It's done.
4 shocks and a stabilizer.
Okay guys, just to conclude what we did front and rear shocks and a steering stabilizer. This is just regular routine maintenance that we do on our vehicles. It was time for shocks and we went ahead and got them done. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the easiest job, 10 being the hardest, this was about a 2. Shocks are pretty easy to do. You can do them with hand tools in your driveway without any real issues. So don't be afraid to do a job like this on your own at home. We do other maintenance that's a little more difficult from time to time. So we'll show you those videos as we go along. Guys, if you liked our video today, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Twisted Rod Garage.